guardians or intruders? When we visit ancestral grave sites, we often see them surrounded by thick, majestic forests. While these trees offer a sense of grandeur and peace, this scenic beauty often masks structural and spiritual dangers. Regardless of whether a site is considered an auspicious Myeongdang, tall trees initiate a slow cycle of deterioration that compromises the integrity of the grave. We must understand that an open, sun-drenched environment is the ideal state for a burial mound. Because sunlight prevents moisture accumulation, discourages root intrusion, and promotes the health of the protective turf. It is a common mistake to think that shade is the only enemy. The real threat often lies in the leaves themselves. Many trees, especially pines, release specific growth inhibitors through their fallen leaves. In a process known as allelopathy, these chemical substances actively prevent grass from sprouting and thriving around the mound. Most descendants visit their ancestral sites only a few times a year. Without the protective skin of healthy turf, the burial mound becomes defenseless against rain and wind erosion. Preemptive tree management is the only way to prevent this desolation. We must remember that trees are not static sculptures, they are kinetic threats. During winter storms, the weight of snow can turn majestic limbs into crushing weights. We have seen numerous cases in regions like Yeoju and Hwachung, where snow-laden branches snapped and covered the burial mounds. Even more dangerous is a full tree collapse. A fallen tree does more than damage landscaping. It can crush the mound and shatter headstones. In Gwangju, for example, a falling trunk was observed to have literally blown off the top of a monument. For a descendant, seeing a grave struck this way is a source of profound psychological distress, akin to seeing the ancestor physically harmed. The danger is not just above ground. A tree's root system generally extends as far underground as its branches spread above. If the canopy covers the grave, the roots are likely already invading the interior. Roots naturally seek moisture and organic matter, leading them to penetrate the burial chamber, or gwangyung. This phenomenon is known as mok ryom, where roots wrap around the ancestral remains. In feng shui, this is often called the earth ghost because it violates the ancestor's final resting place and is believed to bring misfortune to the family. Effective management should be a calculation, not just a feeling. We must measure the height of the tree and its distance from the mound. If the tree height is greater than the distance to the mound, it must be removed to ensure it cannot strike the grave if it falls. Trees located on slopes directly behind the grave represent the highest risk category because they are susceptible to landslides, and their fall trajectory guarantees a direct hit. When removing trees, the method is critical. Pine trees will die upon cutting the trunk, but many other species will resprout from their roots. To truly stop the threat of root intrusion, these roots must be dug out or treated chemically to ensure the threat is gone. Proactive removal is not an act of destruction, it is an act of preservation. By clearing the perimeter, you protect the physical home of your ancestors and ensure the long-term spiritual peace of your family. Assess your site, measure the distance, and act before the next storm comes. Thank you for watching.